How's it going, guys? It's Stubbs here. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation 4, sort of like the announcement thing that they had going on last night. And I'm going to be talking about pretty much as I possibly can in this video, trying to keep it as short as I possibly can as well, because I don't like to do videos that are very long unless they're part of a Let's Play or something like that. So, as I said, trying to keep this a little bit short. So, in the background to entertain your eyes, I put in some Battlefield 3. Also, I've done a few changes. So you're gonna see me slowing down some clips or whatever, showing you some bullshit that happens, or showing you guys some way that I died or whatever. I don't know, but you'll see during the gameplay. Plus, I think this is a pretty good addition to the video. So if you guys are enjoying that, then make sure you tell me down in the comments, because if you do enjoy me adding all that stuff to the game, to the gameplay, sorry, hopefully it makes it a little bit better to watch. Now, to start off the PlayStation 4, I have watched it last night. I have watched the whole stream. As crappy as it was, Twitch, which was absolutely horrendous. I don't know what the hell happened, but it decided to crash a few times, and I don't know, it kept lagging everywhere. I tried my best to watch it in full, the best quality that I possibly can, and like, it wasn't that that it was lagging more there than it was in like 480 or 360. But it was lagging on every single one, all the way down to 240p, and it was telling me to lower the resolution down, even though when I was on 240p. So that was kind of stupid. So I tried to watch it on the best quality possible to try and see exactly what's going on. So they haven't actually shown the console itself. I'm not sure if it's built yet, or I don't know why they didn't show it. Probably for for the anticipation of what the console would look like. Probably people would be, I don't know, picturing it out, or what it looks like, or trying to, I don't know what they're doing, maybe doing rumors or stuff like that, but they haven't released the actual console. They haven't shown it yet, but they've shown the controller, which I'm going to try my best to have a picture shown up on the screen so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. Also, now I'm going to talk about pretty much everything that they've talked about. Well, not everything exactly, because it's kind of boring for some bits and pieces, but what they're trying to focus a little bit more with the new PlayStation 4 is, I think I said PlayStation 3 earlier on, didn't I? I'm not sure. PlayStation 4 is they're going to focus it a little bit more on social media and going off to like social sites and stuff like that. So they're trying to make it so you can have a better experience with your friends, the people on the network and stuff like that. So there's a ton of stuff that they've introduced, and there's a ton of stuff that will be in it. Again, I'm not going to go too much into detail about this, but you can stream games with Ustream now. So you have a little feature on your controller as well, on your little DualShock 4. There is a little button that says share, where, well, it's not really exactly where the select button used to be. It's a little bit above that, because you're going to see in the screenshot, if I manage to bring one up on the screen, where it is. So there is a little button there that says share. Once you press that, it basically brings you to a screen, and you're able to share an image or a little clip that you've recorded. Like, it records every single clip, and you can basically share what you've just done. Like, I think it records like every, like, the last 10 seconds or so, like something like that, or the last 30 seconds. I'm not too sure, because they haven't actually gone into detail about this. But what they've shown they've shown a little clip, and after you've pressed share, it pops up on the screen, and you can trim it, you can change the size to whatever you want, and then you can upload it to your Facebook, or I think I'm not sure if you can upload it to Twitter or whatever, but they've shown it uploading to Facebook. And this is a little thing that they've shown because there's a gameplay of Killzone. Yes, they're going to release a new Killzone for the PlayStation 4. And after the person that came up and started playing the little mission that was there, he then did the share thing, and then he uploaded that whole clip to the official Facebook page for Killzone. So you guys can go and check that out. I'll try to put it down in the description box below. Go click on that. See for yourself how the game looks. Now, they're also changing up the interface, so hopefully that will be amazing. It looked very, very well. It looked, I don't know, I don't really want to say kind of like an Xbox dashboard, because it doesn't really look exactly like it. Think about it, when you have your Xbox, you have all your like little squares of images of whatever the hell is there, like you have your Netflix image or whatever. And think of it as something like that, but in the PlayStation 3 format. So you like scroll across, basically. So something similar to that. I can't put any video up because it'll be copyrighted or whatever, so I'm not going to do that. But think of it as what I've just said. So you scroll across between like all the different stuff that you have there. So that's all right. One other thing that they've said is that it will have 2 CPUs. They will also say that it's going to have some high-end graphics cards, which I will tell you guys about in a minute. And then it's going to have a second CPU, which will compress and decompress videos. So like, let's say when you want to watch some sort of video on your PlayStation 4, you have a separate chip for that, just so you can have instant, video. Like instant game, instant everything. That's what their whole point was in the whole stream when I was watching it. Is like they kept mentioning the word instant. So like they wanted the PlayStation 4 to not have any lag, which is good because the PlayStation 3 has a ton of lag. When you load up a game, it takes fucking ages. When you do pretty much anything, when you try to load anything, it takes ages. When you're trying to wait for your friends to load, you have to take like, sometimes because your connection is slow or something, it takes like a half an hour for your whole friends to load, and sometimes it doesn't even load the full thing. And I get that it happens sometimes, but the PlayStation 4, they're trying to make it so it's absolutely instant, and also they're trying to make it so you can share your screen basically, or whatever you're playing, with your PlayStation Vita, any Sony tablets or Sony laptops, or your mobile device, anything like that. They're trying to make it so it's more expandable on like different platforms and stuff like that. And another thing that they've mentioned that's pretty good is that the Vita will play a big part in the PlayStation 4 future, I guess you could say that, because let's say you're playing a game on your big screen, whatever, TV, and then I'll use the instance that they use. It's like, let's say your kids come in or something, and then they try to take over the TV, and then you have nothing to do, so you can't play the game. So you can just go ahead and do the exact same thing. Just keep your PlayStation 4 on, and you can just use remote play to connect it to your PlayStation Vita, so you can play the exact same game that's on your PlayStation 4 that's on a big screen TV on your Vita. So they're trying to make it so remote play plays a big part in this. And they've also done like another sort of example here. So let's say you can't get past a level in some sort of game and you want some help. Maybe your friend has finished the game and he knows how to get past it. You can simply get him to do it from like his home or area, wherever he's at, on his PlayStation Vita. He can just go on it and then he can play the game for you. So it's really brilliant. I love the way that they're doing this. I don't have a Vita myself because I'm not really too big into handheld gaming and stuff like that. So like I'm not really interested in all that stuff, but it's amazing what they're trying to do with this new technology and stuff like that. Now another thing that's really amazing is something that I thought was probably one of the highlights of the show, is that you try out everything on this PlayStation Store before you buy it. You can try out absolutely anything. So they said that previously they had to do like the trial versions of demo versions of the full game, meaning that they had to like dumb it down a little bit. They weren't allowed to show too much. This time you're allowed to play the game, the actual game. You play it for a little bit, and then I think you can just buy it if you want to. I think they just like set a cap. Maybe you're allowed to play like the first mission of a game or whatever. But it's still part of the full game. So like if you like it, you buy it. So that's pretty good. I really like that. Also another thing that I'll probably link into this one. Once you download the game, like once you buy it off the PlayStation Store, I think it's called the PlayStation Store. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna call it that from now on because that's what it's on now. On the PlayStation 3. So you can download the game while you're playing it. So if you guys know, I don't know how many of you actually play World of Warcraft. On World of Warcraft, when you're downloading a new patch or whatever, you can download the patch while you're already playing it. So they're trying to do that with every game on the PlayStation 4. So you can download the game. Once it's finished downloading, I think a little certain amount, you're allowed to start playing the game, and then your game just downloads in the background, which is absolutely brilliant. Now I'm trying to see here because I have a list of everything that I can talk about. So I think that's pretty much it for the for the console part. Now I'm going to talk about a few of the games that they've shown, a few of the things that they're going to be bringing out. So again, Killzone, as I said, is amazing. It looks absolutely brilliant. I've never been a Killzone fan. I've played Killzone 2 and 3, because I've played them in the demos or whatever the hell it was on the PlayStation 3, and they were good. Like, I didn't want to buy them, but they were good. But the new Killzone is just absolutely amazing. Just check out the link down below. Now, another game that they've brought out, which was I think after Killzone, after they've shown Killzone, is called Drive Club. And Drive Club is a racing game. However, it's too much of a sports car / supercar racing game, and it's a lot to do with social it's a lot to do with social play, basically. So you play with your friends. It's about having your own team or whatever, and battling out against other teams and stuff like that, like racing and whatever. So that's pretty much what this whole game is about. However, the graphics in it look absolutely crazy. They definitely top the GT5 graphics, and they definitely top the Forza graphics. Like, they shown a couple of clips. I tried my best to see what it looks like, and I managed to get a few glimpses of the game, and it looks absolutely great. Like, the graphics on the cars is just brilliant. You can open the boot, the different doors, the hood, everything. You can do anything, in the car. You can go ahead, walk around it, and it's fully developed as a 3D car, and it's just in a very, very high definition standard, which is amazing. Now, another game that they're going to be bringing out, it's called Deep Down, and that's made by Capcom. Also, they have a new engine called Panther Ray. That's pretty good, I guess. I've never been too big into Capcom games because, I don't know, I just never got into them. It wasn't really my thing. And same with the next thing, which is the Final Fantasy. They should be I think they said that they're working on a new Final Fantasy. Square Enix are working on a new thing. They've also struck, also with the new PlayStation 4 abilities for the high-end graphics. All these games have gone up to, all these games as standard for graphics have actually, like, I don't know, probably tripled or even more, because it looks absolutely crazy, all these games. And I've seen Final Fantasies before, I've seen Killzone before, as I said, but these graphics, it's very, very hard to top. I think when Xbox are going to be bringing out the 720 or whatever it's called, it should be something either similar to this, or I don't know how they can top this, because it is absolutely crazy how good the game looks, like how good any game looks on this console right now. Another game that they've shown is called Watchdogs. They've actually shown this back at E3 last year, and I've seen the gameplay of this. I've seen some stuff on this, so it looked really, really good back then. But now that I got to see it on like a huge screen, and they've actually, I've actually tried to watch it in 1080p or whatever the hell it was, the resolution and the thing, but I tried to watch it at the best resolution. It looks absolutely brilliant. The game was like, doing some shit in the cutscene, and then it went into the gameplay mode, and I didn't even realize it until the little mini map showed up on the bottom screen, which was crazy, because the game looks absolutely brilliant. And that's probably one of the games that I will be getting, just because of the way it looks. It looks amazing, and the way you can interact with anything, I think, just makes the game just so much more fun, and you can like choose your escape route or whatever. Now, another thing is Blizzard are now partnered with Sony, so that's absolutely amazing. I didn't know that Blizzard would come along and make something for the console, but they did. It's Diablo 3. I know it's already been released for the PC and stuff like that, but they said they're going to come back and release it for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3, so it's pretty good. I'm hoping to see some good stuff from Blizzard, because obviously, if you guys don't know, Blizzard are the ones that made Diablo and which one's the other big one? The World of Warcraft, obviously. So those two are probably the biggest ones. I'm not really sure, because I'm not really too big into Blizzard's games, so I may be missing out on some big game which I don't really. StarCraft? Is StarCraft the Blizzard game? I'm not really sure. So don't get me wrong. If I'm not really sure, so don't go ape shit at me. Another thing is that another main partner that they have is Activision. Now, Activision's contract with Microsoft has ended, so they went ahead and started supporting the PlayStation 4, and they got partnered with Sony. And also, speaking of partners, Activision partnered with Bungie. If you guys didn't know, back in the day, I think all the way up to Halo 3, I'm not really sure, but I think Halo 3 was the last one. Yeah, they're bringing out a new FPS game, which is called Destiny. Again, it's some sort of futuristic game, but it looks absolutely brilliant. It tops the graphics of any FPS out right now. And so all of this stuff So all this stuff put aside, I wonder what the graphics of the next like future games would look like that we're kind of expecting. You know, GT6, GTA 5. Maybe that's why GTA 5 has been pushed back from spring to, I think it's October or November. I'm not really sure now, but it got pushed back probably because of the PlayStation 4. Maybe they're trying to create a PS4 version, which I highly assume so. And then also one last thing, just before I go. They said that the release date, I wouldn't say a date because they didn't give us an actual date, but it will be coming holiday 2013. So I'm guessing the Christmas holidays most definitely, because that's pretty much when everybody's just going to go out and buy consoles and buy stuff for their children, buy stuff as presents for other people. So I'm guessing that's when the PlayStation 4 will come out. So this was a pretty good stream, even though they didn't show the actual console itself. Hopefully they'll show it at like E3 or PAX or whatever the other conventions are. Or whatever the other conventions are. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the gameplay in the background. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.